Hello. I am outside on a beautiful misty morning that's east, so this is the sun just coming through the trees and the clouds and the mist. I'm out here with two of our dogs, so if you hear dog breathing, it's them. We have two giant English Mastiffs, but they're beautiful. I've been talking a lot recently about knowing your intuition and different signs to tell when it's real, when it's not real, how you can distinguish when a spirit guide actually comes in. I've been talking a lot about how to determine if you're getting a message from a power animal or from a dimensional being or from your spirit guides or your higher consciousness or whatever. And I hope I've given you some clues and some advice and some information that answers that a little bit for you. But I want to point out, sometimes a squirrel is just a squirrel. Sometimes I sit in my home office and the squirrels run along the trees and they're there all the time and I see them all the time, and sometimes it really is just a squirrel. Other times the squirrel will come and just stare right at me for an extended period of time, which is very unlike squirrel behavior. And that's when I kind of know, oh, maybe this isn't just a squirrel. Maybe this is a message. Maybe there's something in this moment that I need to pay attention to. But I don't know if it's said enough that sometimes a squirrel is just a squirrel. Sometimes you're getting a headache, not because the energy is so intense, but because you're getting a headache, because you're dehydrated, because you haven't had enough to drink, you haven't been outside and breathed fresh air in too long. So that becomes a skill that you develop over time, knowing when a squirrel is just a squirrel and a headache is just a headache, knowing when things are true messages and when they're just life occurrences. And I can't give you many tips on that other than what I've already given you. Really, it's just about tuning in and asking yourself, what's really going on here? Is this just because I'm not taking care of myself? Is this because I'm tired? Is this because squirrels play outside? And did I see that hawk fly by the car because it's springtime and the hawks are active in my area? It might take you years to figure out when something is normal where you're at and when it's not normal where you're at. Right now it's normal for my beautiful black cat Magic to come and say hello. So just don't, while I would love for all of us to accept that we have intuition, that every single one of us has a strong intuitive sense, that every single one of us is psychic, and I would love for everyone to understand that we are receiving messages 24/7. It is never shut down. The truth is we don't always allow them. While I would love everyone to walk in that consciousness and that awakening and that awareness, I also want everyone to be, the dogs are chasing the cat. I want everyone to be aware of spiritual materialism, I guess. That this time when it's like, ooh, I'm so holy because everything, I get so many messages all day long. And you do, but sometimes it's not a message. So I guess what I'm saying here is use your discernment, use your wisdom, your human ego wisdom, and allow yourself to check yourself and ask, is this real? Is this a squirrel is just a squirrel, or is this something more? Don't get too caught up in believing how holy you are because you receive messages all the time. Okay? Just be real, be humble, be planted and grounded here in this body on this earth, because that's the way we're supposed to. That's the way we're meant to receive the messages. That's how we are wired. That's why we came into this lifetime, to experience this connection of physical self, ego identity with spiritual self and spiritual identity, and bringing them back into an alignment is really the end goal. That's all we're trying to do, is to be physical beings, to be spiritual beings in a physical body, right? Have a great day. I hope you enjoy this beautiful view. Hi. And there go the dogs. I better go take care of them. Take care. I'll talk to you soon.